Thank you so much, everyone. Let's quickly get to Mr. Femi Adesina, who joins us from Abuja. Thank you so much, Mr. Adesina, for your time tonight on the program. So, the president has asked his supporters to cease fire in the campaign activities. Largely, what could that be? Are you noticing any kind of getting out of line from some of the supporters?
So it's just a question of law and order, decency, due process. The Independent National Electoral Commission had released the timetable. Primaries are to hold between August and October, and then campaigns will start 90 days before election. That is November 18 this year. So the president, as a stickler for law and order, a stickler for due process, then does not want anybody jumping the gun. So if there appears to be any kind of politicking, soliciting for votes on his behalf, then he wouldn't want that because he wants to obey the law.
So what about all the groups that have been created, the support groups, different ones that we've seen being launched here and there? What is going to happen to other? Is the president aware of some of these groups that are coming up?
Yes, naturally he's aware of them. You know, he has even received some of them. But there's nothing wrong with those groups coming up and beginning to generate awareness. But to start canvassing for votes will be illegal because that will be contrary to the electoral law. So that is what the president is saying. Don't begin to canvass for votes yet. You can talk about our administration. You can talk about our policies, our achievements, the strong points of the administration, but don't begin to say, vote President Muhammadu Buhari in 2019. That will be like jumping the gun.
Mr. Adesina, is the president weary of the defections from his party lately?
Yes, naturally. You know, he was part of the discussions that took place before some people defected. You know, a night before the former governor of Kano, Senator Kwakwanso, defected, he met with him at the villa. He met with some other leaders. He met with the Senate president. He met with the House of Representative speakers. He's been part of the peace building. But if at the end of the day anybody decides to leave, just like the president said in his statement, he wishes such people all the best in their political endeavors.
It's actually very intriguing to see that a lot of these people meet with the president the following day. They defect or they disagree with the president. What exactly is happening?
Well, it just tells you that President Buhari is a man that plays according to the rules of the game. We know of people in the past who met with former presidents. They went in singing one song and they came out singing another. And you know that a lot must have happened behind closed doors. President Buhari is somebody that will just lay his cards on the table. He will discuss with you. If you accept it, fine. If you do not accept it, he wishes you good luck.
You heard about the issues of the proposal to some of those who are aggrieved and who wanted to move out of the party. For example, there are words on the street that, in fact, oil blocks were being dangled at some of them.
Then you don't know this president. You don't know this president. No, you are not talking of bags of money. You are talking of oil blocks. No, you don't know this president. This president will not do that. He will do what is right at all times, what is fair and just. But if anything will amount to inducement, no, he wouldn't do.
Mr. Femi Adesina, have you heard what your critics are saying about this issue of defection as it affects the government? Some of your critics have said the defections are as a result of the failure of the Buhari government.
Well, I'm glad you call them critics. If they are critics, they wouldn't say anything good. They wouldn't say anything positive about the government. Rather, they will try to cavil, to find faults unnecessarily. So if they are critics, they're just critics.
Okay. Let me quickly take you on. The president is out of the country presently. Where is he? What is happening? When is he due back?
Yes, the president left for Togo this evening. There is a joint summit of ECOWAS and ECAS. ECAS is Economic Community of Central African States, while ECOWAS is Economic Community of West African States. So there's a joint summit between the two groups, 31st July in Togo. That's why the president is out of the country.
When is he expected back in the country?
Tuesday evening.
Let me, before I allow you to go, Mr. Adesina, let me quickly take you up on this one. There are some new appointments to the office of the First Lady, the wife of the President. True or false?
No, I wouldn't know about that. You know, the wife of the President, you know, she's not addressed as First Lady in this administration. The wife of the President has a spokesperson. She will be the person that can throw light on that. I am not aware, actually.
There were some appointments being made, and the report says that they're being released from the office of the SGF. And the big question is going to be the campaign promise of the president. One of the things the president was quoted as saying in 2014 that he does believe that the office of the First Lady, he won't recognize it, and in fact is not in the Constitution. Some critics of this government believe that the president has reneged on that and that is recognized in the office of his wife.
I just told you that there is no office of the First Lady. Rather, what we have is the wife of the president. And she has a right to be the wife of the president. She has a right to do whatever she wants to do. But the office of the First Lady, as we used to know it in Nigeria, an office that is in your face, that does things that are unconstitutional, that has access to the treasury. No, it doesn't exist now.
What about all the activities that are being, in fact, some of the appointments are saying there are appointments to the office of the wife of the president, appointments to the office of the wife of the vice president. If these are being made, those are official, isn't it?
I have not seen any official statement to that effect. But the office of the secretary to the government of the federation has a spokesman. You may wish to ask there, but I'm not aware that there are formal appointments to those positions.
Mr. Adesina, thank you so much for your time on the program.
Thank you. Good evening.